Welcome back to this tutorial. In this video we will look at how to customize admin page and create a custom form. So back to Sublime, we now need to create forms.py. So we can take any of this one and save it as forms.py and delete everything. And now go to appcons.com and copy the code in video number 6, Django 06 computer inventory, creating forms and customizing admin. So depending on when you're viewing this video, you might need to search the video number or the code itself here by typing Django 06. Okay, so scroll down and take this form from Django import forms all the way up to where the form ends. Scroll to the right, copy that and paste it in forms.py we just created. Here we are creating a computer form. We are creating a form that we will use to import data or input data in computer model, and the form will contain computer name, IP address, MAC address, username and location. In this case we are calling all the field names, but we can decide to leave any field behind or call all the field names. Open admin.py and call that form here. Go back to appcons.com, scroll down. The class computer form will create a model from which can be called when you need that form. So this computer form, we will now call it in admin.py, and that's what this code is doing. From the forms, import computer form, take that and put it on top of admin.py somewhere around here, and go back to the page and take this other class, copy and paste it in admin.py. Okay, just before admin.site.register, paste that form and indent it a little bit. This code, what it does is it will create a class. This is what we are using to customize the admin page. List display will define how data will be rendered in the browser. Like it will be in a table format. It will show us the computer name, the IP address and MAC address, something like what we did here, but in this case it will be like in a table format, but we'll see it very soon. Form equals computer form, and this is the form that we created in forms.py, and the name has to match, and that is what we are importing right here. And this form is what we are calling here, and then this list filter will enable us to filter data based on computer name, IP or IP address or whatever field that we add here. But in this case we're just using two fields to filter our data, that is a computer name and IP address. So the search also is somehow similar, but the search will give us the opportunity to type exactly what we want to search. In order to apply the customization, we will add a comma and now call this custom class here, and this will customize this model, the model that we call here. This will apply customization on this model, and the customization is what we define here, like the form that it will take, the list display, the filter and the search. So we save that and go to admin.py and click refresh. This is how admin is customized. You can see now the table is looking much more beautiful or much more nicer, and it is in a table format. You can see computer name, IP address, MAC address, and we can even filter it further, like by going to admin.py and let's say we decide not to show the MAC address. Save it, refresh. You can see MAC address disappear. We can also decide to show maybe username. By username and refresh, you can see the username is coming. We can also add both username and MAC address. Save that and refresh. This is how table customizes and looks like. You customize based on what you want to see, and if you have more computer, you will see how nicely the data is being presented to us. And click save. See how nicely it looks like. And this is what I mean by filtering. If I want to filter by IP, if I just click on that, it will show me only IPs that has 1.1. In this case, it will just show me only one. And if I do a lot more filters, we can filter based on IP, MAC address, or other informations. And this is how the search feature also works. I'll go back and click search, and I search something that is like 192.168. 1.3 and press enter. You can see the search is indeed working, and it will search whatever information you put here. It will search for computer name or IP address. So it can either put information about computer name or IP address or whatever you feel like adding. Like let's say you want to search by MAC address, you can just put also comma and MAC address. Save that. So whatever you put in here will look into computer name or IP address or MAC address. So this is how you customize your admin page and also create your custom forms that you will use to input data. And also to show you how the form works, like let's say here I called all the fields in our models, so I can decide not to call or not to input the location. Save that. If I go to add computers, you'll see the form, the location disappeared from the form. So I can decide how I want to input data, and also we will use that same form to validate, to do the validation of data before sending them into the database. So this is how to customize admin, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and please subscribe for more videos, and please send in your comments.